pretext for anything like that, or much less they didn't need me to commit a crime to do all of that. So this is a very terrifying precedent that they've set, and it's not even just the precedent, it's the thing in itself. It's a precedent for everybody else, but this is my reality. This is my life. I think I've been targeted because I'm effective. I'm somebody that has been isolated and separated out and singled out exclusively for this level of persecution because there are a variety of things that differentiate me from other people. Up until they took my cash, I had no shortage of money. I'm somebody who can mobilize my supporters in real life in any major city in the country. I'm somebody who's a compelling, effective orator. And, I'm somebody that people are very, very loyal to. And I think if you look throughout history in the United States, it's these kinds of figures that tend to be killed by the government and, if not killed, targeted, censored, everything like that. They went after Malcolm X and RFK and JFK and MLK and characters like this throughout the 60s and 70s. They went after musical artists and activists and political figures. And I think what differentiates me from most is I'm pushing a message which is really radically different from the mainstream, and I say that in a good way. It's a message that is completely against the ruling regime in the United States. It's completely against the regime that runs the public and private sector in this country. And I can articulate that message in a way that is effective, in a way that is compelling. I have thousands and thousands of people that are loyal to me, and I can mobilize them at a moment's notice in just about any major city. I think taking all of that together, I don't discount that might be one of the reasons why I've been singled out and targeted in the way that I have. There are people that are voicing a similar message, but it's not as radical, and it's not as compelling. It's not as rhetorically effective. There are people with a bigger following than me, but they can't mobilize those people. Those people aren't loyal to them. And so that's where I'm truly kind of a unique individual, where throughout Stop the Steal, I demonstrated a particular effectiveness which the federal government's very aware of. This is what weaponization of the federal government looks like, and the legal system. Don't count on a fair trial. Don't count on the justice system. There's no justice anymore. They can wage this kind of terror campaign against you without a trial, without evidence, without a charge, without an arrest, and they have to tell you nothing about it, and it goes on in perpetuity. I don't know how that could be constitutional. I don't know how anybody could even see that as right or okay.